Hey, what's up Guardians, DBL here, and we're back on another wonderful Xursday morning to let you know what the Agent of the Nine has brought for us this week. And as usual, we will be covering his inventory from top to bottom, and I'll be letting you know what I think about what the Agent of the Nine has for sale this week. Alright, starting us off, we're going to show you where you can find Xur's shop this time around. This week, you can find Xur inside of the Vanguard hold. If you head straight in, he'll be over on the wall to the right. Just follow the path that I'm showing here and you'll be in front of the big man in no time. Alright now, let's see what he's got for sale. Now this week, you'll notice that Xur has more than a couple of interesting items for sale, quite a few novelties in there. And we will of course be covering each and every one, starting with the weapons and armor that Xur has on sale this week. And in that regard, starting us off here, Xur is offering the exotic Titan arm piece, the Ruin Wings. Oh, let me tell you about the Ruin Wings. Every single Titan should probably have these exotic gauntlets. And the special ability of these gauntlets of course allows heavy ammo to drop more often and allows you to pick up more heavy ammo in each drop. This ability is amazing. I wish we had a piece of armor like this for all of the classes. But as it stands, you Titans are the lucky ones, and this thing's got an alright stat roll of 101. Definitely pick it up if you don't have one already. Next up, we have the exotic Hunter Gauntlets, Don't Touch Me, which grant you temporary invisibility whenever you take damage from a melee attack. These things are invaluable in the raid. Unfortunately, it's got a pretty low stat roll at 81, so if you're looking to upgrade, you might want to wait on it. But if you've never picked one up, now might be a good time. Alright, and now finally for Warlocks, Xur is once again, for only the second time in this game's history, selling the Heart of the Praxic Fire exotic Warlock chest piece. This beauty is a top class exotic that will further reduce the cooldowns of all your abilities whenever you're in Radiance. This thing is amazing. If you're the type of Warlock who likes to run Sunsinger and just spam grenades, this thing is going to be your best friend whenever you pop Super Saiyan. And the stat roll of 145 on it is also decent. It's pretty good. It's nowhere near the max, but it's also nowhere near the minimum. So if you haven't already, I can definitely recommend picking this up. But alright, moving on to the weapon that Xur has for sale this week, he is once again offering the Hardlight Exotic Auto Rifle. This baby is more of a looker than a fighter. It is a high rate of fire, lower impact auto rifle that comes with a couple of interesting abilities. In the first perk tree, this thing is rocking glass half full for bonus damage on the bottom half of the magazine, which is always a great ability for auto rifles. In the middle tree, it's got quick draw, fitted stock for additional stability, and finally, Field Scout. And in the last tree we have the Volatile Light ability, where all of the rounds fired from this weapon will over-penetrate their targets and ricochet on hard surfaces, meaning the bullets bounce, go through enemies, and have a chance to hit them multiple times. It's a really interesting idea, but unfortunately the weapon's performance just doesn't stack up. But alright, moving on, Xur is also offering of course exotic shards and an exotic gauntlet engram, which can be purchased and redeemed at the Cryptarch for a chance at any exotic gauntlet piece in the game. But alright, let's move on to the weapon and armor upgrades that Xur is offering this week. And starting us off on upgrades this time around, Xur is offering the service for the Knucklehead Radar as well as the Young Amkara Spine in terms of hunter gear. Two decent pieces of armor, but unfortunately the stat roll on both of those upgrades is pretty low, neither of which is anywhere near the max. Next up for Titans, Xur is offering the service for an insurmountable Skullfort, as well as the Titan variant of the Crest of Alpha Lupi. And now the stat rolls on both of these are actually pretty good. The Crest of Alpha Lupi in particular is only about 9 points away from the current working max, so might be worth it for the upgrade. I would say go for it if you need it. But finally for Warlocks, Xur is offering the service for the Heart of the Praxic Fire and the Voidfang Vestments, two exotic Warlock chest pieces. Now the Voidfang Vestments has a decent stat roll of 146, but the Heart of the Praxic Fire variant that Xur is offering for upgrade actually has less discipline than the one that he's selling, so I would just recommend that you buy the one that he's got for sale this week. But alright, let's move on to the weapons that Xur is offering for upgrade, and starting us off here is the Bad Juju Exotic Bounty Pulse Rifle. This thing is still a beast, and that is followed up by the exotic pulse rifle, the Red Death. Next up, Xur is offering the service for the exotic scout rifle, the Mida Multi-Tool. And following that is the exotic shotgun, the Invective. Finally, wrapping us up here is a double whammy of fusion rifles with the Plan C and the Pocket Infinity. Which of course, in terms of the Pocket Infinity, you can get that from the exotic bounty, Shattered Memory Fragment. But alright, that's pretty much it for the weapon and armor upgrades this week. Let's check out the strange curios that Xur has for sale. And of course, starting us off are weapon telemetries, which when purchased and redeemed will increase the overall EXP you get for a specified weapon type. But alright, starting us off this time around, Xur is offering pulse rifle telemetries, hand cannon telemetries, and finally, machine gun telemetries. You can buy a stack of 5 of any of these for 1 strange coin. Always a good deal. Next up, we have the Sparrow upgrade drives, which of course when purchased and used on your rare level Sparrow will turn it straight into a legendary. This week, Xur is once again offering the Plasma Drive and the Emerald Coil, which seems to be his staple for Sparrow upgrade drives now. I like that though, keeping it simple. Finally, Xur is once again offering Heavy Ammo Synth 5 for 1 strange coin. You know how it goes, people, time to refill those stacks. But alright, that's pretty much it for Xur's inventory this week. Not too much to write home about. The Heart of the Praxic Fire and the Ruin Wings are of course fantastic pieces of armor. If any of you guys out there haven't picked either of these pieces up, I would definitely recommend it. And next up, of course, we've got the Hardlight, which is a cool looking and cool sounding weapon. It's got some of the coolest aesthetics in the game for any gun in my opinion, but it never really stacked up to other better guns like Shadow Price or Suros Regime, and certainly after the auto rifle nerf it's kind of hard for it to be considered viable. But if you don't have one, might as well pick it up now. I'm pretty sure auto rifles are gonna be getting a buff fairly soon. But alright, beyond that, that's pretty much it for Xur's inventory this week. Hopefully the Agent of the Nine brought something you needed or wanted, and whether he did or didn't, let me know in the comment section below what you picked up this week. And a quick heads up before you guys head out, we will be holding our weekly strike live stream later tonight, so tune in for that. Can't wait to see you there. But alright, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you like what you saw here, do feel free to check out my channel where you can find a ton more Destiny videos coming out soon. Anyways, that's it for me now. As always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.